G'day, how's it going? So, I've noticed some of you have been talking about how I've been losing my Australian accent. Not true at all. But to talk about accents today, I'm with Amy Stoller, who's a dialect designer and dialect coach.
G'day.
We're going to learn how to make me speak like a New Yorker.
Good on ya.
So, when I think of the New York accent, I think of, say, Joe Pesci in Goodfellas. Is that what the New York accent is?
That's certainly one kind of New York accent. It's what I associate with the New York metropolitan area, which is New York City, parts of Long Island, parts of southern Connecticut, and a pretty big chunk of northern New Jersey, which is where Joe Pesci is from.
So I want to learn how to talk in a New York accent.
All right.
How do I do this?
Well, I can tell you the way I normally work with people is I begin by having them investigate the way they make sounds. Let's take the phrase, "Do you have any little bottles of water?" And I'd like to hear you say it the way you would say it.
Do you have any little bottles of water?
Right. The t in bottles is going to be a little more voiced. We're going to add a little more voice to it so that a little less air escapes it. And it will sound more like a D.
Bottles of water.
Good. Instead of saying water, and look at my lips, water, you let your lips relax while your voice is still going, and you get water. Do, you. Yeah, I want more push forward. Do, you have any little bottles
any little bottles
of water.
of water.
Very good. Now, what you can add to it is different attitudes. Do you have any little bottles of water?
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 Right. So now you get different New York characters.
Is there a particular New Yorkie intonation?
I think the intonation is what really comes out of ethnic background. So it's really different if I say, "Yo, get out of here." Forget about it. And I'm like, I should forget about it. What is he talking?
Oh damn, he is in the dark.
Right. So these are exaggerated ethnic stereotypes, but they do come from a place of truth. And if you are playing somebody who is maybe a first or second generation New Yorker, these would be appropriate things to do. If you're many further generations on, then maybe those are less appropriate unless you've grown up in a very insular community or you're very, very tight with several generations of your family, all of whom do the same thing. Forget about it.
Forget about it.
That's right, you gotta get the oomph in.
Yeah.
Yo!
What are some examples of people who have these accents? Like what movies or TV shows would feature them?
And if you're talking about nowadays, I think it's very easy to say, well, The Sopranos. Fran Drescher is a wonderful example. Rosie Perez has a New York accent. It's Nuyorican. It's not going to sound exactly the same as Robert De Niro's, nor should it. I'd like a bagel with the schmear and a cup of coffee regular.
Cinnamon, Babka. Why not chocolate?
No, get the rugula.
The rugula. I love the rugula. I hope that's given you some tips and advice on how to speak New York.
That's how to talk like a New Yorker.
To find out more about Amy, go to stollersystem.com.
That's STOLLER system.com.
I'm Ella Morton. You've been watching Rocket Boom NYC. Get out of here!
Yeah.